Hey y'all, whether it's morning, evening, or afternoon, I'm just glad that you guys had decided to vibe with E. Yes, the one and only E. Hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? I hope y'all feeling amazing, doing amazing, and just being amazing overall. And if not, it's okay. It's all right, my friend, because you know why? Bad times don't last forever. After every storm, there is a rainbow, and you're getting closer and closer every day to that rainbow, that pot of gold, that light at the end of the tunnel, whichever one you prefer. I guarantee you're going to get to it before you know it. But I want you guys to remember that we need to appreciate the bad times because they help motivated us and helped us stay grounded for us to get to the good times that we have been manifesting and praying for. Okay? Okay. So hey y'all, what's up? What's poppin'? I hope you guys, like I said all the time, is feeling amazing and doing amazing. And if not, it's okay. We all go through things, life be lifing, and I know for a fact that you're able to handle any obstacle that come your way and whatever try to stop you and things like that. Because I know for a fact you're a warrior, you're a soldier, whichever one you prefer. You got this, my friend. This is only temporary. This is not your forever. Within any situation, dealing with your personal, professional life, whatever the case may be, you got this, and do what's best for you, impacting your mental wellness, physical, spiritual, emotional, financial well-being. Okay. So for the ones that are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. And for the ones that are not new to this, but true to this, hey y'all, what's up, what's poppin'? So as we enter the fourth vibe of the month of July, I just want to tell you guys that I am so grateful for all the likes, comments, shares, reposts, and all the things that you guys have been doing. I appreciate it so much. From the listening views to the watching views, I'm just so appreciative of y'all so much. And I know some of y'all guys probably like, "Who are we going to get a vibe of the day?" I mean, not vibe of the day. Are we going to get a vibe now with guests soon, things of that nature? And I'm here to tell you, you will. But this will be a little different. So here's a little bit of updates before I get into the reflection. Well, let me do the reflection first. So reflection. This is where I do now, a new thing I do now, like just reflecting on how things have been. And then I hope you guys take a couple minutes to reflect on what's been going on for y'all. So for me right now, y'all, it's the fourth Wednesday of the month. We're almost to the Wellness 101 lesson. I'm super excited about that. Lately, I've been okay. I'll say I've been okay. Like I've been getting myself together, staying focused, staying busy as much as possible, preparing for every vibe that comes for August, preparing for school and things of that nature, but also focusing on my mental health well-being. I did do things a little bit. I am doing a little bit of things differently now, such as like within my mental health, like going back to writing heavily every day and having a mirror conversations almost every minute of the day. Journaling more frequently, like doing my daily thoughts and not just doing it out of the blue. Because sometimes, like one day you could be here, then one day you could be somewhere else. So I'm doing that. I'm still doing the video journals, but sometimes the video journals, sometimes I just don't stay consistent. Sometimes, but I think the writing part is more my foreplay, my forte. So yeah, I'm just working on preparing for this new chapter in my life, as well as the new things that are coming impacting this chapter, such as within preparing for school, for grad school at that, y'all. Like, I really go to grad school. I start grad school August 25th. I'm super nervous. August is a very full month, not only just in my personal life, but also in professional when it comes to the vibe of the day. And I have so many vibe and I would guest appearances that I'm crossing my fingers, everything go well. So I'm gonna give y'all a little heads up about that. August is Black Business Month, so there will be a lot of, hopefully, fingers crossed, a lot of Black business owners that come through and just express as well as teaching us about the business world, as well as helping us understand the mental side of being a business owner, as well as how do they handle their mental health as well on the business side, as well as within their professional side. So I'm gonna read some stuff off the newsletter too for y'all, because I feel like that's a little bit better for some people to understand. And some people don't have the newsletters. Like I said, if you want the newsletter, it's on the Instagram. Hit the link tree and you just upload your email up on there, and then you'll become a VIP member of getting all the updates and everything of what's going on. So So there's no Bob and I would guess this Friday, but we're going live instead. I'll have my first ever live stream this Saturday, July 26th at 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. I'm going live on the Vibing Out with E page for the first time ever. So the podcast page, first time ever. I will be joined by a returning guest to have an open and soulful conversation on spiritual growth and how it continues to shape both of our journeys. So yes, I will be posting that Wednesday. Of course, today Wednesday. Keep reminding everybody, like, hey, first live guest appearance. I still will be taking people that want to be on the Vibe and I Would Guest series. Once grad school gets in, I get on board and everything, an internship, I probably still will only have 1 to 3 guests per month. July, we're still in July, so of course this month is still about summer reset. Sorry, this month is still about summer reset, where we connect, refresh, and reanalyze because your peace and purpose deserve to be protected always. The glow continues, one check-in, one breath, and one vibe at a time. Okay? So we're midway through the month, and we're slowing down just enough to check in with ourselves mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, financially, and all those things of that nature. So I think I'm going to do a little bit different too now is just read off the newsletter so y'all guys get a little hint of everything. So without further ado, I want you guys to sit back, relax, enjoy hearing my voice. Whether you're on the go or moving around, I want you to get real comfortable because as always, every vibe of the day is something special. Okay? So, Vibing with E, weekly check-in, where meaningful conversations meet growth and real-life connection. Today's episode is the 100th. We're on episode 113. Wow. And this episode, we are taking inventory, whether your year has been goal-crushing or grace-filled. It's time to pause, reflect, and realign. From intentions to routines, rotation, we're digging into what works, what's not working, and how to finish 2025 off strong. So you are allowed to have, pivots and things in our path. You're allowed to evolve. The check-in serves as your permission slip to participate in both. So, without further ado, guys, today's vibe of the day is mid-year reflection, evaluating your goals and realigning for the rest of the year. The reason why I did this because this is second, I think we're in third quarter. If I'm not mistaken, this is the third quarter of the year. So I think first quarter was January and January and March or April. And then, I don't know, y'all. But we're midway through the year. That's all I'm going to say. Excuse me, y'all. We midway through the year. So this is the time where, reflections are happening. So, we already did a mid-year reflection, but I feel like it's nothing wrong with reflecting even a little bit more, especially within what's everything going on. And plus, it's summertime. We're in the 7th month of the year. We have 5 more months to go. Before you know it, summer will be over. The fall is here. Fall time or autumn, whichever one y'all prefer, is here. And then it's okay. I want to say when September and October come, that's where it's it's the nitty gritty of, winding down the time and things are buckling up for us to prepare for the holiday time and things of that nature, as well as preparing for what we want to happen for a little bit of time the rest of the year, as well as preparing for the new year, 2026. So even though it's summertime, y'all, we still need to have that mid-year reflection so we can evaluate how things have been going from the first 6 months and how do we want them to reflect and realign when it comes to the next 5 months that we have coming up. So, without further ado, I want you guys to pay close attention to this one because, like I said, we did do a mid-year reflection, but this one is like impacting, like evaluating our goals and realigning on what we want for the rest of the year and what do we really want for ourselves. So this is breaking down on things, of course, if you're new here, I break down every vibe of the day with the quote, the 5 W's. I'm sorry, y'all. The definition, the 5 W's, the quote, and then there's a thank you tip before we sign out. And this one I'm really, really, really excited about, but a little bit nervous too, because when I was doing it, I was thinking about my own reflection. And then sometimes for me, I always reflect on how last year was, depending on the month we're in. So like for July, I reflected on how last year July looked versus how July looked this year. And I was like, me evaluating the goals I had from last year and on this year, totally different. And I hit most of the goals I probably didn't hit last year, or goals I've always put on the back burner, like, okay, cool, leave it alone and stuff like that. But with us realigning for the rest of the year, and me as well realigning for the rest of the year, I'm thinking like, okay, grad school, vibing out with E, vibing with gas, internship, but also trying to squeeze in my mental health because that's a lot. Like going through grad school, doing their 11th month program, demand standing. That's a lot. Going to school online, so it kind of feel like going back to the pandemic again, but it'll be worth it. Internship, going 3 days a week instead of 2, and still trying to squeeze in getting some hours and still giving you all the vibes of the day, as well as giving self-care. So my goals, evaluating the goals that I have, is to make sure that everything that I'm doing within my personal and professional life is in order, as well as realign for the rest of the year. And when I enter next year, I'll have a steady pace, as well as incorporating more within self-care. And I hope my example help you guys, as well as the information that I'm about to tell y'all, as well as help you and whoever else around you that may need this information. So let's get into it. So the definition of this is mid-year reflection is the international act of pausing halfway through the year to assess where you are, what you have accomplished, and where you are headed. It's about giving yourself grace for what has happened, yet encourage to realign your focus, energy, and intentions moving forward. Reflection isn't judgment, it's clarification, structure, and self-love. So within this case, y'all, the definition of the mid-year reflection, evaluating your goals and realigning for the rest of the year, is you just having that moment where you sit down and take a pause and just reflect on how things have been happening in your life. You could do for the good, the bad, the professional, the personal, ups, downs, whatever you prefer, on what you want to pause and just take a reflect on how life has been going by so far within halfway in a year. As well as just seeing, like, are you okay with where you are? What have you accomplished so far, no matter if it's big or small? And where are you headed? Where do you want to see yourself? And what are you preparing to see next and heading to go as we continue these couple months left in 2025 to prepare for 2026? As well as you're giving yourself grace for what has happened and not beating yourself up for what has not happened, because there's 365 days in a year. Unless it's a leap year, that's 366. However, we're in the 365 days of the year, and I don't know what day we're on. I would love to check my planner, but I'm not, because sometimes when I write in my planner, I see the date, the date of the month, and then like the numbers out of the 365 days. Like, yeah, but like, hey, time's going by so fast, and it is. So I think we're like in the 200s now. Like we're in like the 200s. 200s. I want to say for a fact. I don't know, y'all, but I'll put it in there, hopefully. Anyway, so yeah, the definition of this whole, like, the whole concept of the Bible today is for us to reflect on our mid-year reflection, evaluating how far we have came within our goals. Are we where we want to be? What's next? What is something we're going to do? What's something we're not going to incorporate within the remaining time that we had within 2025? What we're going to incorporate for 2026? What we want to happen in 2026 and what not to happen. So the whole purpose of this Bible today is just a mid-year reflection on evaluating our goals as well as realigning for the rest of the year. This is just the time where we reflect on what we want to happen and appreciating what has happened on the good side. So like I say too, we also have to appreciate the bad, because sometimes those times even help us understand that this wasn't for us or this is not for me at all. And I seen a TikTok, guys, when it was like, a lady was like, sometimes we also need to appreciate the bad times heavily too, because sometimes some things were not meant for us. Like Jaws wasn't meant for us. That door was not meant for you or me. Good. I'm going to appreciate that. Cool. This person was not meant for me. Okay, cool. These people were not meant for me. This relationship, this house, this car, this whatever it is, if it wasn't meant for us, we still need to appreciate it, because sometimes it gives us a sign saying that it wasn't for you or it's not meant for you. So that's another thing too that I love, and I feel like it's going to help us to, as we dive in more to why it's important for us to reflect on these mid-year goals as well as realigning for the rest of the year. So, the mid-year reflection is just taking a pause on what we have accomplished this year. What are we happy about? What are we not happy about? But mainly we want to look on the brighter side of things, like what have really made stand out for us, like reflecting on the good things, the big and small goals. Like I say all the time, to please celebrate them big and small goals, because no one knows how hard it was for you to get to where you are right now in your life. No matter how big or small it is, no matter what it is in your personal and professional life, nobody knows how hard it was for you to get this far. Regardless of how little or big the accomplishment is, please celebrate it, because that's a stepping stone for you, and it's helping you, motivate you to what you want to get out of life. That goal that you have been manifesting and praying for and stuff, that is one step of helping you to get to where you want to be, regardless of it's in your personal, professional life, whatever it is, mental, spiritually, emotional, financial, emotional wellness, whatever. Please celebrate those wins and honor those wins as well, because that helps you to see where you are in life, as well as what you have accomplished and what are you ahead, and what are you ready to prepare for in life. By giving yourself that grace for what has yet to happen or what has yet to come, because it helps you also focus on what's the bigger picture in front of you, giving that energy and the vibes that you've been dying and manifesting and praying for, and that rage you've been having, as well as giving you the intentions to move forward. Because by us having these reflections, it's not a judgment, but it's for us to feel the sense of our clarity, our self-love, and understanding that this is the type of structure that I wanted, and this is where I want to be. So creating a new normal. So the first question is, who's impacted? Within this situation, everyone is, no matter the age. If you're new here again, most of the time, lately, most of the Bible today, when it comes to that question, it impacts everyone. Unless I'm talking about women, men, or just, it's between just men and women. But in this case, it impacts everyone. Men, women, children, adults, elderly, everybody. This impacts everybody, because everybody has those times where we reflect on the mid-year. We see where we at. Just seeing how our goals have evolved, maybe didn't really align the way we wanted to. And then it also helps us when it comes to realigning for the rest of the year, what we want and what we don't want when it comes to the rest of the year. So who is impacted? Everyone is impacted. Everyone on a growth journey benefits from mid-year reflection. Students, business owners, creators, professionals, parents, anyone balancing life, purpose, and progress. Is especially helpful for people who set New Year goals and feels disconnected or unsure. This is your moment to regroup without guilt and move forward with renewing your intentions. So like I said, everyone's impacted by this. Everyone's impacted by this who wants to see growth within their life. Everyone is impacted with wanting to have that growth mindset, as well as having the benefits of something new that's going to help them in their life, regardless if the students, professionals, parents, whoever. If you're ready to take that step in your life where you want better for yourself, as well as you want a whole 360 new everything in life, this is for you. This is impacting you. This is going to help you so much. Not only do it impact, when the new year come around, we do our New Year's resolutions, But some people also do monthly goals. So whatever you prefer, like New Year's resolution goals, monthly goals, whatever the case may be, this is for you. Everyone who is wanting to move forward as well as to have a whole 360 in their life when it comes to growth, regardless if it's personal, professional, whatever the case may be, this is for you. We're all impacted by this in some type of way. Because my favorite word is stagnant. You don't want to stay stagnant. Sometimes you can't stay stagnant in certain places that you know for a fact does not align, and you know, okay, I had enough of it, it's time to go. That impacts relationships, jobs, careers, academics, anything like that. If something, you know, at times we feel like is a purpose for us, and we see the purpose at the beginning, but then sometimes it's like it doesn't align, it doesn't impact with what I had to go for. It's okay to try again, leave it alone, or fix it. But you don't want to stay stagnant. If you know, especially if it's eating you up mentally, don't stay there. Don't stay with that person. Don't stay in that situation. Don't keep yourself boxed in. Because especially if you have goals and aspirations and dreams, what you want to do for the rest of the year, this is the time now where you got to fix it. At times, yes, it's so hard to prepare for what's new to come in our lives. But this is where the growth journey begins for us, and it comes to the benefits of this. Even though it's mid-year, you still have time to change it. Like, it doesn't matter how soon you start or when you start. Just make sure you have that blueprint, that plan that you have ready to prepare yourself for what you want to come. Regardless of how big or small it is, do it. Don't wait too long. Don't stay stagnant. Do it right away, because you never know how much of that change is going to impact you in so many ways. And sometimes it is very scary for us to do stuff, like just to pop out, like going back to the last episode with this stepping out of our comfort zone. It takes a lot out of us to step out of our comfort zone. But from me, I noticed that now I'm stepping out of my comfort zone slowly but surely. It's helping me understand who I am as a person, as well as helping me understand that I can't keep myself sheltered and I cannot keep myself stagnant in places and around people, because you never know what opportunities or what can help me in the long run. So everyone is impacted by this on a growth benefit journey. It's essential for helping people with, you know, New Year's resolutions, monthly resolutions and goals, aspirations, things like that. And also for us people that feel disconnected and unsure. Going back to stepping out your comfort zone episode, that also impacts with a lot of people feel disconnected or unsure. If you feel unsure about things right now, my friend, I guarantee you right now, once you take that step and evaluate and just having that conversation, that mirror conversation, or having that time to reflect on how the year has been for you so far, this is your time to step out of that your comfort zone, of stop having that unsure mindset and say, I'm sure. Because when you stay in that unsure mindset, things are going to not be, you don't feel 100% in it. It's like, I guess, I don't know. It's like you have those things like, okay, I'm going with the flow. Just let it happen. It is what it is. No, you got to stand 10 toes down about it. You got to feel sure within everything you do, especially within your mid-year reflection. Yes, if January all the way up to June was not the best for you, we still got the rest of July and December. Don't feel like if something or someone has made something hard for you, it's going to mess up the whole year. No, that's why every day the sun won't shine, but that's why you're supposed to love tomorrow. And, you know, bad times don't last forever, because after every storm, there's a rainbow. So when you feel unsure, I want you to change it to be sure now, my friend, because you still have the rest of the year to get things together, as well as for the ones that feel disconnected. Same thing. If you feel like you're not sure about coming out of your comfort zone, this is the time for you to be connected with the world. As they say, touch the grass and understand that this is for you. Yes, we all go through things in life that has messed us up, but that's why it's so good to have these quarters in life, like these semesters and things in our life to have a change. Yes, these few couple months may not been for you, but that doesn't determine that it will be the same for the next couple months. Because sometimes we may start off bad and end good. Sometimes it's an emotional roller coaster. Sometimes it's all the way through. But if you feel disconnected, I need you to get connected and understand that, yes, my mid-year reflection, evaluating my goals for the beginning of the couple months was a disaster, and that's why I feel disconnected. But I guarantee you, once you say those affirmations like, I can do this, I'm capable of doing this, I can do all hard things, I'm willing to put myself out there on the forefront and get things together, it's going to happen. Manifestation is real. Prayers are real. And affirmations are very real. That self-talking and pushing and motivating yourself is very, very real. So if you feel disconnected and unsure, my friend, I guarantee you, once you come out your comfort zone, you sit back and have a conversation with yourself, with a mirror conversation, or just think, and you're like, okay, I don't want to do this no more. This is your moment to regroup without having that guilt, and for you to move forward within not having to feel like it's wrong. It's not a crime. This is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful blessing. Rewarding yourself with something new, especially for the ones that feel disconnected and unsure. This is mainly for you. This is the time where, okay, you evaluated your goals in the mid-year semester. It didn't really, the mid-year, it really didn't go for you. This is your time where you take over. We still have months left in the year. This is your time for you to shapen up and pop out how you want to and get things together when you want to, but don't wait too late. Don't stay too stagnant about things. Don't stop being unsure and stop being disconnected, and put your best foot forward. Talk to your reasons. Please talk to the reasons, people that care and love about you, and it's vice versa. Don't talk to the seasonal people, because there's like, you could tell who's there for you and who's not. And in this case, when it comes to you impacting your goals, you want people that's going to motivate you as well as help you navigate this thing called life. Life be lifing. We all go through things. We all need someone to help us in this situation. So this will be the perfect time for you. If you feel disconnected or unsure, this is your moment to regroup without guilt, and more intentions for you to move forward, and rewarding intentions and not feeling guilty intentions. Number 2, what is the benefit? So what is the main benefit of us having these mid-year reflections, evaluating your goals and realigning for the rest of the year? Well, here it is. The benefit of the reflection mid-year, it gives you a chance to check in your pace, celebrate your progress, and pilot with purpose. It helps prevent burnout by reminding you what matters and where to focus your energy. You gain insight into what works, what drains you, and what needs to be shifted. Realignment helps you finish stronger than you started. Realignment helps you finish stronger than you started. So the whole benefit of us reflecting to the mid-year, it gives us a chance to check where we at. Check the process. Check the pace. Like, what have I done within these, well, we're going to say 6 months, because July's not over yet. What I've done in these 6 months that really gave me some type of, what in these 6 months that I've done that really put an impact on my life when it comes to my goals, no matter how big or small it is. What have I done that really, really, really impact my goals within these 6 months that will intentionally impact me for the rest of the months in this year, and that will help motivate me within next year? Or sometimes we have to check our pace to see what have we not done that we need to do within the remaining months that we have left in this year that's going to help me. It's going to prepare me for what I want and don't want in the next year. So the benefit of it is, we have the chance to check the pace. We sit back. That's like also sitting back and thinking like, okay, what I've done and what I've done do. The things you didn't do, you still got time. The things you did do, congratulations. Congratulations. You deserve that. But I also want you to remember this too. Slow and steady brings the race. And you don't want to do the shortcut and cheat yourself out. Because when you cheat yourself out, it's like, what else is it for me to do? I don't feel or I don't see the enjoyment of this. So I want you to understand within everything we do, within the goals and stuff, slow and steady wins the race, and don't cheat yourself out. Take your time. Take your time. Take it nice and slow. Sometimes we don't want to, but at times When we want things to go right, we have to take it slow. Slow and steady run the race, and we cannot cheat ourselves out. We got to make sure that everything we do is for a purpose and it understands and it gives us grace like, okay, I'm doing on the right track. Yes, you will have a few bumps in the road, but I'd rather you have those few bumps and learn from it than cheat yourself out than, doing it the shortcut way and like, look, I'm going to get it done regardless. No. Trust me, I've been through that. I've been there, done that. When I was in community college, I was like, I'm ready to go. I was over it. It wasn't for me no more. And my goal was just to get this degree and hurry up to the 4-year university to get that degree within 2.5 years or whatever. But what I will say, it helped me. It was a wake-up call. Like, hey, you cannot rush your life. Can't rush it. And from that moment, I was like, you know what? I'm going to take my time. I'm going to slow down. And I ain't going to complain about it, Manifestation, praying on it, and affirmations is real, and it is real. The tongue is powerful. So please be careful what you say, because that tongue is very powerful. It's like a boomerang. What you put out there is going to come back to you. Okay? So yes, within the reflection of mid-year, give yourself a chance to check in, regardless how big or small it is. Check in. And it also have you thinking what I want to do within these next couple months and what I don't want to do. So have that check-in. Check your progress of where you at. 2, please celebrate your progress. If you have not done so, celebrate something that happened in January. That's okay. Celebrate it now. Like I said, life be life. And sometimes we cannot even enjoy ourselves and do things we need to do. But I want you to understand that regardless of what happened in your life, please celebrate it. Even if you don't want people around you, please celebrate yourself. I don't care how big or small a celebration is. Celebrate your progress. Celebrate your goals you have achieved. Celebrate everything in your life, no matter how big or small it is, because no one knows how hard it is to be you, and no one knows how hard it was for you to get where you're at in your life right now. To get in that situation, to get out of that situation, whatever it is, no one knows how it is to be you, and no one knows how hard you manifest and prayed for this. Nobody knows how long you stayed up for this. Nobody knows all the stuff you had to go through to get to where you are right now in your life. So please celebrate your wins. So far, check the progress of where you at. Check your process. Check where you at. Check what you want to be and what you don't want to be. And are you satisfied and you're not? If not, you still have the time to change it. Celebrate the good and the bad times you've been through. Bad because those times had helped you understand that this may not be for you, this person might not be for you. That door closed in your face, but another door or multiple doors open after that one closed. So please check your pace, but also celebrate yourself. Nobody knows how hard it was for you to get where you at. Nobody knows how long you've been manifesting, praying for this. Nobody knows how much you were so anxious for this and it came. Celebrate it. Nobody knows how hard you worked on that paper. Nobody knows how hard you worked on that test. Nobody knows how hard you did for that business to get this house, this family, that car, whatever. Nobody knows. So celebrate it. As well as understand you did this for a purpose. It's a purpose within everything you do, regardless if it's good or bad. Y'all have some bad times. I'll be like, I don't know why this happened. But after I understood, I was like, this wasn't for me. So understand the purpose. Understand this is the purpose for you. And things happen for a reason. You wanted it to be aligned with your goals, but it was like, something was like, no, this is for you. So please, check your process, celebrate yourself, and understand why this is your purpose. As well as what's the benefit we get out of reflecting the mid-year is it helps prevent, burnout by reminding us what matters. Burnout is something that happens easily sometimes when we don't take that time to think about our mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, wellness, emotional, all that. Burnout happened like a snap, like really snap, like instantly. It's like, boom. If you do so much and you don't really sit back and give your time grace, you're burning yourself out where you just keep putting things on your plate and just not really taking the time to just woosah. That's burnout. And that's why it's important for us to have the benefit of checking our progress to see where we at, see where we not. Incorporate this Don't incorporate that. Add this in, take that out. Celebrate our progress, giving us a chance to lay down, let your hair down, whatever, as well as understanding why is this purpose for us. Why is this didn't come for us and why this did. Because if we don't do that, it's where the burnout happens. So that's why it's very important for us to check our progress or process of where we have been. Checking the pace of where things have been in our life when it came to us within our goals so far within the mid-year. As well as celebrating how far we've came, as well as understanding the purpose of what happened in our life and why it did not. So for us to prevent that, prevent the burnout, reminding us that what matters the most in life is not really thinking deep into the negative, but also honoring it though. Even though we don't want to pay attention to it, but we need to honor, like, look, I was down bad or whatever, but it helped me and it motivated me and it grounded me to be the person that I am. That old beginning I had helped and motivate me for the new beginning that I had in my life that helped me understand it's important for me to do things for myself. It's important for me to elevate in life. It's important for me to check my progress, check my pace, how things been. It's important for me to celebrate my wins, celebrate the big and the small accomplishments. And it's also important for me to understand the purpose of why I am where I'm at now and why things are happening in my life because of this mid-year reflection, because of me evaluating the goals that I had that has helped me realign for the rest of the year. That's why it's important. And it also helps us with focusing on our energy. What to pour our energy in and what not to pour my energy in. What I can do that's going to impact my energy. What you can do that's going to impact it and what not to do. As well as you gain so much insight onto whatever you want to do, whatever going on in your life. From the working aspect, you understand, you gain insight on what works, what doesn't work, with impacting the draining insight, and what you need to shift. That impacts with like what I need to have in my life, what I don't. Who need to be in my life and who don't. As well as realignment, it helps you to finish stronger than you started. We come in this game and everything we do in our life, we come in 10 toes down like, ooh, I'm hungry, I'm ready for this, I got this, yum, yum, yum. But then it's like, a Boogie said that jungle made him go harder. The jungle turned him to a monster. Certain situations in life, it hypes you up, it turns you up. We go through these things in our life. Sometimes it slows up the pace. But once we get ourselves back together, we 10 toes down and we coming even harder. That's why I feel like it's very important for me to keep saying it's important for you to understand that the realignment helps you finish stronger than you started. You came in this game strong and hungry. You came in the game hungry, but it's going to help you end it off even more. It's going to help you motivate you even more than how you came in here. Like, I came in here, I'm hungry and ready for it. But the realignment helps me understand that when I finish, I'm finishing even more stronger. Sometimes you least expect for yourself to even go that hard. So I want you to understand too, regardless of what happened in your life, there's so many benefits of it. And you need to reap the benefits of what's going to help you when it comes to your goals and for the rest of this year. So the goals you did accomplish, may not have accomplished, the progress of what you at right now, the pace, as well as celebrating the progress and understanding why this is the purpose for you in your life. But understanding that the realignment helps you finish stronger than you started. So keep that in mind. Number 3, when should you reflect? I feel like now is the perfect time to reflect. Now is the perfect time to reflect on how have these 6 months have been so far. We're not adding July because July is not over yet. How have these 6 months have been? Now is the time for you to reflect on how have things been. As we reach the end of July, because we're almost there, as we reach the end of July and prepare for the second half of the year, use this moment to pause, breathe, and ask the hard but healing questions. Set aside time this week, whether it's journaling, goal mapping, or having intentional conversations. You deserve to reflect and rest. it's important for us to reflect now. Now is the perfect time for us to sit back and just think about how have life been? Like I said, it's a perfect time. As we reach the end of July and we get into the second half of the year, because that's when July ends, it's like, okay, we're in the second half. I'm here. Okay, let's get this started. This is the perfect time for us to use this moment to just pause and reflect on how has things been. Breathe in and out and ask ourselves these mirror conversations and them hard but healing questions on our goals, mentally, physically, emotional, spiritually, wellness, financial, personal, professional aspect. We need to ask ourselves some questions that we really don't sit back and ask ourselves at all. We may ask others, but we never really had the time, like, dang, I never really asked myself. Or I don't even know the answer to that question for myself. And sometimes when you hear it from others, it also helps you get a glimpse of understanding what it is and how does it impact your life. For example, having those examples is very needed. The definitions, getting more in detail in the examples, furthermore details in the final conclusion and things like that. So now is the perfect time for you to sit back and reflect on how has this mid-year reflection have been within impacting your goals. How have it been? How have it helped you? And what are you ready for to happen within the remainder months that we have in the year? What do you want and what you don't want when it impacts to evaluating the goals that you want and what you want to see in life? This is the second half of the year. When July ends, it's like, okay, we are putting the foot on the gas and we taking off. It's like, okay, I'm here. I'm ready to see what else is going to come. I might have a messed up beginning, but I'm not going to have a messed up ending. Like how they have in the stories, like the Cinderella stories and stuff like that. The beginning may be so bad, but it's a happy ending in everything. It's a happy ending in everyone's life. Sometimes things might not start off happy, but that's why it's good to have happy endings. It's good to have happy endings. So I want you guys to take this moment after you listen to me, because I know sometimes we can't multitask, listen, like have them conversations and listen to people too. So after this, y'all, I do want y'all to take a moment to pause, or if you got to pause now, pause and reflect on how life has been. I want you to pause. I want you to breathe in, breathe out, and ask yourself the hard but needed questions in your life. Ask yourself some questions that you put on the back burner or you never really ask yourself. Set aside time this week, start today or whatever. Set time this week to really just reflect on what has been going on so far. Whether it's journaling, the video journaling, the goal mapping, or having these intentional conversations with yourself or others to help you, as well as you may help each other understand what has been going on within the mid-year for y'all. What the reflection we have gained. What has really, really said, you know what, this is for me, what's not for me, within evaluating your goals and what is going to realign for the rest of the year. You deserve to reflect and rest. You deserve to have those conversations, but you also deserve them self-care days. Please take initiative on them self-care days. You work so hard, my friend. You have them paid vacation days and stuff. You mentally drained and all that. Take that self-care day to rest. That's another thing too. When we do a lot of things in life, we also don't give ourselves the time in our body and mind to just rest. Don't touch nothing. Don't say nothing. Don't do nothing. Sometimes we need to rest. Yes, we deserve it. We all deserve it. That's another celebration too. Do what you need for you, but don't wait until it's too late. So reflect now. Take a deep breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. Take that time to pause. Ask yourself some hard but needed questions, alone or with others, as well as you deserve to reflect and you deserve to have that time to rest. Take advantage of things that are needed for you and your mental health, your wellness, your physical, emotional, spiritual, finance, all that. Do for you within evaluating your goals and realign with what you want to see and what do you want to happen within the couple months we have and the next months to come within next year. So, 1, 2, 3, 5, y'all, we're almost there. Why is it important? Why is it important for us to have these mid-year reflections, for us to evaluate our goals and realign for the rest of the year and within the new year to come? I love the why because it sums up everything. The what opens it and the why closes it out, but summarizes the main idea as well. Why is important? Because time is valuable. Time is a terrible thing to waste. And you are worth a life that feels aligned. Mid-year reflections help you stop living on autopilot and start living on purpose. It reminds you that change does not require a new year, just a new choice. When you reflect and realign, you take control of your narrative one powerful step at a time. When you reflect and realign, you take control of your narrative one powerful step at a time. So it's very important for us to have these mid-year reflections that help evaluate our goals and realign for the rest of the year because time is valuable and time is a terrible thing to waste. Your life is worthy. That will help you feel aligned and have a purpose of what you serve and what you strive for in your life. Personal, professional, emotional, physical, mentally, wellness, spiritually, emotionally, financial, all that. Mid-year reflection helps you stop living on autopilot. Stop staying stagnant and not really seeing or moving wherever way you want to go. But it also helps you start living in your purpose. Going back to stepping out your comfort zone. If you feel disconnected and unsure, this is mainly for you. This is the time for you to get yourself together. This is the time where you know for a fact that the year not over yet. Let's still, we're midway in the second quarter, y'all? Did I say it right? Yeah, second half of the year. Why just sit there and stay stagnant? It's time for you to put your big girl boots on, your big boy boots on, whatever. It's time for you to march into a beautiful aspect in your life. It's time for you to march into a new chapter in your life that you've been manifesting and praying for, that you just kept putting on the back burner. It's time for you to change that disconnection to being connected. It's time for you to change that unsure to sure. It's time for you to get out of that box and that habitat of being stagnant. It's time for you to move around and be a social butterfly. This is for you. It's important. I need you to get off that autopilot. I need you to fly. I need you to put that foot on the gas. I want you to take off. This is for you. Start living a life for a purpose. This is your life. Do it like it's your B-day every day when it's not even your birthday. Do things that's going to serve you for a purpose and do it because it's for you. Don't think of it for your mom, your dad, your sister, your brother, your grandmother, your auntie, your grandfather, all that, your boyfriend, your girlfriend. Do it for you. No one understands how hard it is to be you. No one understands how much it took for you to get where you at to achieve this goal, or it's for you to even say, you know what, I'm going to finally achieve this goal. Because I tell y'all all the time, it's so hard. But once you get up one day and be like, you know what? I want to do this, and I'm going to do this for a reason. When you feel that nerve, my friend, I want you to take off. I want you to be so prepared and ready for this because you deserve it. Your life has a purpose. So start living with purpose and not with fear so much. Yes, it's okay to have some type of fear, but stop living so much in fear. Sometimes we got to change the way how things go for us. Every chapter in our life is not the same. That's why it's good to have chapters. It could be from age-wise chapters, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25 chapters, or The breakdown chapters, okay? Whatever happens in life. That's why it's important for you guys to navigate your life to the fullest, as well as understanding that this is your life. Live with a purpose and understand that no one, and I mean no one, can take that away from you. But everything you do in life, the purpose you serve, no one can take it away from you but you. You are in control of this ship. This boat, this plane, this car, this train, this bus, you are in control. Especially when it comes to your mid-year reflection, evaluating your goals and what you want to happen to realign for the rest of your year. You're in charge. We're just here watching or supporting from a distance or up close or by far, whatever you need or prefer. Live with a purpose because you only get one life. And time is valuable and precious. So please take advantage of everything that you can. And remind yourself that change does not require a new year. It doesn't require you to start a change in the new year. No, you don't have to start a whole new change when 2026 comes. No, do it now. We still got a couple months left in 2025, my friend. You got time. Get yourself together. It may be scary, yes, but this is the time for you to get it together. Have that conversation that is hard for us to have with someone or by yourself. Manifestation is real. Pray on it. Have that blueprint. Say them affirmations. Put your foot on the gas and take off. Because no one knows how hard it is for you to get to where you want to be. No one knows how much time, patience, and effort you put in this for your life. So please just remind yourself, like, you should not have to wait till a whole new year to start. No. Sometimes we have to start every day. Sometimes we have to start over every day until we get to where we want to be, regardless in our mental stage, physical stage, emotional, spiritual, financial, wellness. Sometimes we just have to start over. It's not going to always work. Sometimes we don't want to have multiple plans. But if plan A don't work, we got to do the plan B. If plan B don't work, plan C, whatever. Just keep going until you know this is for you. You're prepared for this. This is the goal that you set for yourself. It may not work right now, but you can start right here. And the year is not over yet. We still got time. So it doesn't require you to have that change in the new year. Don't change new year. Do it now. Just a new choice. So this is a reminder. It reminds you that change doesn't require a new year. It's just a new choice. What you do, what you want, and what you don't want to serve. Y'all, the times where I had to start over on a whole bunch of stuff. Put this person in, take that out. Put this in, take it out. Try this, don't try that. And I always tell people too, don't end off on bad terms. Don't do it on bad terms, especially with people. But within the end, when you reflect and realign, you take control of your narrative, one powerful step at a time. You're in charge. This is your story. And I tell people all the time, don't judge a book by its cover until you take the time to sit down, skim through the pages, and understand it. And if you don't like it, close it, put it back where you got it from, and say, I may see you next time, or this might not be for me. That impacts with people. If you don't like this person, you say, you know what, we just need to be cool, or we're cordial from a distance, as well as things in our life. Because we're in control of our narrative. We know what's for us, and we know what's not for us. We know who's for us and who's not for us. What serves a purpose, what doesn't. What's going to help me and what's not going to help you. So, when you reflect and rely, you take control of your narrative, one powerful step at a time. My friend, I'm rooting for you. You got this. Whatever did not work or serve you within the beginning of these couple months that we had in 2025, I guarantee you, towards the end, it's going to pay off, and you're going to be like, I am so proud that I finally changed the narrative from being disconnected to being connected, from being unsure to being sure, from being out of that woodlock of being stagnant and putting myself out there to try new things and doing things that I never thought I could do before. Okay? And the quote I leave you guys with is, don't be afraid to start over. It's a chance to build something better this time. So don't be afraid to start over because you never know. This chance may be better for you this time than the last time. Impacting with having these multiple plans. Take control of what's for you and what's not for you. If it doesn't work, tweak it. And if it still don't work, do what's needed. And this is a thank you for tapping in little note. So guys, this is your check-in, not your finish line. Whenever you're ahead, behind, or right on track, you're doing the work, and that matters. Let this reflection inspire your next move. The second half of the year is waiting for your intentions, your vision, and your vibe. So let's finish strong together. Okay? So as always, y'all, I thank you all so very much for taking the time out of your day to listen or to watch me. I really hope that you guys gained a lot of knowledge and information that will help you within your life within these next couple of months to come, or help you that may help you teach others as well. The whole purpose, y'all, I just really hope you gain a lot of knowledge and insight on this episode. I wish you guys nothing but the best. I appreciate y'all, like I say all the time, for tuning in. Even if you don't tune in right away, I still appreciate it. I see the numbers, the views, everything. I appreciate y'all so much. I want y'all to remember that. Take that step. Take that risk. Stop being unsure and being sure. And stop being unsure and change it to being sure. Stop being disconnected and be connected. Please start that new beginning in your life, because sometimes it's needed for us to change the narrative within things in our life. Sometimes it's time for us to tweak things and turn up on things. Sometimes it's needed for a new 360. Sometimes we need the times to rest and reflect on what's needed for us, what's not needed for us, who's there and who's not, who's the reasons and who's the seasons, what's going to really impact me in my professional life as well as my personal life, what's going to bring me joy and what's not, what's going to help me evolve and elevate in life. So I'm evaluating the goals that I want and what I've accomplished so far. So please give your time to check the pace of how things go and how things are going. Celebrate your big and small accomplishments, and also honor the times that it may have been bad, but it's also like you learned from it. You lived and you learned because you gained the lesson from it, a valuable lesson. And also understand the purpose of why things are happening for you for a reason, as well as taking it one step at a time. Do not wait, because time is a terrible thing to waste and time is valuable, as well as you take control of your narrative one powerful step at a time. Okay? I love you all so very much. Please enjoy the rest of this month of July. I cannot wait for you guys to see the first live stream that I'm doing on the podcast page. I will save that live stream too as well, and I will hopefully upload it on YouTube as well. It may not be on the same day, but it may be during that night. Or that night or that Sunday. I don't know, y'all, but I am most definitely going to upload that live stream. I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited, super nervous, because I don't go on live like that, y'all, even on my personal page. But, stepping out my comfort zone, trying new things that may even help for the podcast on my professional side and aspect of life that may impact a goal that I might never knew that may flourish. But yes, y'all, I wish y'all nothing but the best. Please enjoy yourself. I manifest and hope and pray that July treats you so good, the rest of July treats you so good, as well as we step into next week within our Wellness 101, and then we step into August, the 8th month of the year, and things of that nature. So, yes, y'all, please be safe out here. Love on one another. Love on yourself. Appreciate yourself. Know what's for you, what's not for you. You're the narrative of your life. You control everything. You write whatever works and what doesn't work. You're in control of everything that serves a purpose and what doesn't serve a purpose for you. Okay, my friend? So until then, you guys will hear from me Saturday and next Wednesday for Wellness 101 Lesson 17. So without further ado, I wish you all nothing but the best. Love you all dearly. Be careful. Be safe. And until then, have a good time, my friends. You deserve it. Treat yourself. Don't cheat yourself. Slow and steady wins the race. And don't do the shortcuts, okay? Love you. Bye.